Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumps back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're over here on the Japanese side of the game, taking a look at the new arena that is Arena Onigashima Luffy. They've done it. They made Cape Luffy a free-to-play character. Why? I feel like we're gonna get lots of these Luffys anyway, so like it's not that big of a deal. But look, the new arena is the Cape Luffy. I do love the art, nevertheless. Any like base form Luffy with that cape, just absolutely awesome. But he is a Dex Free Spirit Fighter character, standard Luffy stuff. He does have 3 limit breaks. He has Hunger, Pinch Healing, and Slot Bind. His captain ability is a 3 times captain, 1.25 rainbow. And after 4 consecutive perfects, he is a 3.5 times captain. Pretty dookie captain ability. You're never running him as a captain anyway. Unless you're doing those challenges. Shout out to the Discord. If you guys want to have a look at the challenges that we have for bounty hunters, like this could be an option for you. But treasure map characters are always going to be better when it comes to free-to-play leaders. He's special though. 3-stage special. 6 turns, 10 turns, 14 turns, lots to talk about. For 1 turn on a 6-turn cooldown, reduces defense of all enemies by half, changes block orbs to matching, and locks the chain at 2.75. Not bad. Stage 2 on a 10-turn cooldown, cuts 10% of HP of all enemies. 1 turn of reducing defense drastically, removes all form of poison on the crew, changes block orbs into matching, and locks the chain at 3 times. Pretty nice. On a 14-turn cooldown, stage 3, 10% HP cut, 1 turn defense to 0, remove all forms of poison, block orbs to matching, 1 turn of a chain lock at 3.5. That's really good for a free-to-play character. Reducing the defense to 0, he does damage, so that means you can like add on supports. Removing poison is kind of like a little cherry on top, and a 3.5 times chain lock in a free-to-play character, that's awesome. Retreats Dex Orbs is beneficial to the crew. 40 attack HP and recovery. Pretty nice sailors. So, pretty good unit all in all. His support is 5% base stats to everyone. So, with that said, I do have 3 teams for you guys today in today's video. The first team, all the teams actually don't use any of the new badge. I did pull the new badge, but your boy was having a snooze, and he woke up to this, and then was like, you know what, like, Screw the new characters. Like, let's make teams without the new characters, because let's be real, that's why you guys are here. So, first team we are using Double Doffy. Second team we are using Goldie, Roger, and the new Nami and Ussop. And the final team is a shout out to Margin OPTC. I will leave his Twitter in the description. I was like sort of just having a squiz on Twitter as I was like building these teams. And I did see one of his teams is just absolutely awesome. I did tweak it. It's not the same team. Purely because I just don't have the same units. And I didn't want to copy, you know, like, I used the inspiration, but I will leave his Twitter down below. Make sure to go hit him with a follow. He's a crazy content creator. Like, his team building is just, it's bellissimo. But, with that said, let's dive into the video. Alright, so team numero uno is Double Doffy, full driven based team. So that's the team, those are the supports, let's dive in. Alright, so we're going to start over here on stage 3, because this is where things get spicy. Before you hit stage 3, you do want to make sure that you have built up your Akainu special, as well as making sure his versatility is pretty much max. You can either come up against Law or Kid on this particular stage. Kid is a Dex unit that has a 1-turn strength barrier, and Law is an Int unit with a 1-turn Psi barrier. If you get the Dex variation with this team, you do need to stall 2 turns. Then on the 3rd turn, you just pop the special of Doffy and you can kill. If you get the Law variant, you want to pop the Akainu special on turn 1, and then with the barrier pen on your Diamante and your Akainu, you can actually kill on the 2nd turn, no issues whatsoever. They do give you Despair on the 1st turn, but with this turn, we just cop it, and then we can move on to the next stage against Zoro. Now, against Zoro, he has that chain or that damage multiplier debuff where you can only do 5 million in a turn, and then he has a counter mechanic. Very, very annoying. He also gives you 5 turns of an attack and an orb boost, which sucks. But the easiest way to get around this is utilizing the burn mechanic of Versa Akainu and Ace, as well as delaying Zoro. So we're going to delay Zoro with Diamante, the rare recruit Diamante. We're going to apply the Ignite ability with our Versa Akainu. And then, depending on what special you use on stage 3, is what you're actually going to use on stage 4. So if you didn't use the Doffy special, then use the Akainu special. So if you didn't use the Doffy special, use the Doffy. If you didn't use the Akainu special, you didn't use the Akainu. Basically, on the 2nd turn, we are just going to wipe out Zoro. No issues whatsoever. And then just let the Ignite get through his resilience. He does have 3 turns of resilience, which makes him very annoying to deal with. That counter mechanic sucks. and it will do a lot of damage, so just be very, very careful of that. On the final stage against Luffy, he's a Dex character. He gives us 6 turns of Despair, 6 turns of Paralysis, and 6 turns of Special Blind. Very annoying, but Doffy removes the Special Blind. He also rolls back our crewmate specials by 2 turns, so this is where the super class of Doffy is really nice, because we can get our cooldowns with the super classes. We can get Paralysis removal and color affinity with Jack. We can get rid of the Despair with Caesar and give ourselves a chain boundary. And then with our Doffy special, because we have the orb and the attack boost, we can actually get a base stat boost and a chain boost of 1.4. With that, we can actually have enough damage to take out Luffy with that low orb boost that he gives us. We can say see you later to the next Pirate King, and the Heavenly Demon reigns supreme here. So that was the double Doffy team. I love this character. He's like my favorite legend in the game at the moment, so I did want to include him somewhere. But he does it fairly nicely thanks to Versakano as well. Let's move on to the next team now. Alright, so moving on to the next team, we're using Goldie Roger and a friend, Nami and Ussop. So that's the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive in. Alright, so once again, we're going to kick it over here on stage 3. And this time we come up against Law. Like I said, you can come up against Law or Kid. They both give you 4 turns of Despair, which will go down to 1. And then Law is an in character with a Psi barrier. Kid is a Dex character with a Strength barrier. With this team, you just switch with Shanks' crew. That way, you're going to guarantee yourself an orb on your Psi and your Strength units. By the time you get to this stage, you need to make sure that you have your Verse Ace ability ready to go. So that way, when you move into the Zoro stage, you can pop it. Now, Zoro gives you 5 turns on attack boost and orb boost. He has 3 turns of resilience, a counter mechanic, and he has the damage like cap. So we're going to delay with Ussop just like we did with Diamante on the last team. It's the easiest way to get around this, which is just by delaying. Then we can use the versatility of Ace. Ace is going to give us a full board of orbs, and then that way we can just do a whole bunch of damage on turn 1. We are going to take out Zoro on stage 2. Thanks to that Ignite ability that Verse Ace and Akana are so renowned for, we can get around the resilience and we will be in good stead. Before we move on though, we're just going to pop basically all of our specials here. We're going to use our Roger special, literally so we get the 5 times captain for the next 2 turns. We're going to pop Shanks' crew. Shanks' crew is going to give us 3 turns of chain lock, and then we can take out Zoro. Because we get 2 turns of special reverse on the final stage, we actually can't get that Jinbei special. I brought Jinbei because I was like, yo, like, hey, I may as well, right? But if you have Super Type Sabo, he will work nicer here. Use Super Type Sabo, hit a bunch of perfects, and then you get a color affinity for your strength characters moving into the final stage. He's also a free spirit character, so you will get cooldowns there, and it will work very, very nicely. On the final stage against Luffy, he gives us Special Bind, he gives us Paralysis. Basically, Nami and Ussop are built for this. You just switch with them, they remove the special bind on themselves, you use their special, they not only delay, they give the condition with their switch, they can then remove all those nasty defects. We're going to pop the Roger super typing, give ourselves a full board of orbs, and with that, we can take out Mr. Monkey D. Luffy. So that was the Goldie Roger hybrid team with Nami and Ussop. Obviously, bringing Nami Ussop is the way to go here. But the final team, once again, shout out to Margin, we're going to slide into that. And this is the team that I'll probably use to farm it. So let's hop into that. And the final team of the video is utilizing Toki with a friend, Nami and Ussop. Once again, big shout out to Margin. I did use his team as inspiration, but this is my team. Those are the supports. Let's dive in. Now, the team that Margin actually used, he didn't actually have Kappa on this team. He had the treasure map Zoro, who I actually haven't completed because he's a free-to-play character and I wasn't around for that treasure map. But it's not essential because you can use Shinobu. If you do have Zoro, you just go bang, bang with Zoro on these first 2 stages. But Shinobu just does the same thing. She just takes like half a second longer. Majin was using the free-to-play Robin as well, who I just haven't been bothered to complete. So I've actually included Wano Law on this team with the support of Mr. 3. That way we can get his special. But you just basically need any character that can get around block orbs. That's going to work nice hunky-dory for you. As you can see, with Shinobu, we can get through those first 2 stages, and we can get onto the 3rd stage against Law or Kid. With the Despair, to get around the Despair, you can literally just switch with Nami and Ussop if you really want to. Or you can use something like the Sanji support on Zoro for using that. Or you can also use the Conjurer support on your Toki, as you guys see with my team. If you have, like, the Zoro with the Sanji support, you can easily, like, use the Odin support to get more damage on the final stage. But as you guys will see, like, you have so much damage, like, literally with 1 unit. It's not even funny. Once we move on to Zoro, Zoro is going to put up the resilience. He has the counter mechanic. He has the chain boundary, the damage boundary, and the full board of block orbs. He also gives us 5 turns of attack and orb boost, and this is where Shinobu is so damn good, because Shinobu can remove our positive effects, give us an attack boost, and end of turn damage to get around that resilience. We can use Nami to give ourselves color affinity and some more cooldowns. Then we can use Law for an orb boost and a chain boundary, and then we can just take out Zoro over those 2 turns. Because we do 5 million damage, we get the guaranteed delay thanks to Nami and Usopp, which is really, really nice. So that way, we can get the guaranteed delay and we don't have to worry about that counter. We're going to pop the Toki special on the second turn. That way, we can get the 3.5 times attack and orb boost on the final stage. Switch into Usopp just for a little bit more damage here, and we can say goodbye, Bob's your uncle, to our boy Zoro. Once we move into the final stage against Luffy, he gives us a full board of unfavorable orbs, special blind, 2 turns of special reverse on our crewmates, and paralysis, 6 turns. Nami, Usopp, as you guys are aware, they basically just remove everything here. Switch with them first, that way you get the Nami captain to be color affinity. Then we can use their special. Their special is going to give color affinity as well. 2.25, which is awesome. And then we can pop Toki just for the super typing, so that way we do a little bit more damage with our strength characters. If you have Odin support on your Toki and you are using the Zoro, you don't have to hit this many times. You can even use super type Sabo on the team, that way you get the chain boost, or something like a chain locker, like a multi-stage chain locker. That could also work too. And then I'll make it a little bit quicker for you guys on this final stage. But as you guys can see, this team just has absolute numbers, and big shout out to Mr. Myjin for the inspiration. But that's going to wrap up the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to go down there and belt that like button for me if you're new to the channel. Hit the big red subscribe button too. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Let's